I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Jared Swaim, Richie Joplin on the front row. Rookie TJ Rogers and the Mark Nelson on the second row. Jeff Oates, Derek Schilling at the third row. Gil Guak, Jerry Bergeron on the fourth. Darrell Klotz and Gerald Poole round out your top 10. Warren Moore starting in 11th. Next to Rod Potgieter in 12th. Kevin Brenner starting in 13th. John Saunders in 14th. DJ the Iceman Kinner in 15th. John Shermont in 16th. Ryan Warp in 17th. Jay Salmon in 18th. Tim St. Jean in 19th. And Mike Burgess fills out this 20-car field. Hey, thanks, Richie. Glad to be back. Yeah, Pudsey, I saw you were chilling earlier today. All the drivers rolling out. Mike Burgess seems to be a little slow getting... No, he is at the back. Thought he had fallen off the back of the pack. He's still with them. Everybody stacked back up, side by side, ready to go. 80 laps, they'll be wanting tires after about 5. This thing is gonna get exciting very quickly. Pace car is in. Barney the Flagman ready to go.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
They are down and away in Las Vegas. Side by side into turn 1. Everybody, Jared Swaim pulling ahead quickly. He sent it deep into 1. Taking the lead quickly, the driver we're watching tonight closely, TJ Rogers, the rookie in the field, up to second place already. Richie Joplin looks like he might have gotten a bit of a rough start, or he's just being conservative. We know Mark Nelson's conserving a little bit now. He's almost got the championship locked up. Jared Swaim needs a win here tonight and needs Mark to have a bad night to have any chance at the championship. Jerry Bergeron, caution! Caution is out already! Jay Salmon involved. He has gone to pit road. Let's see what happened? There's Salmon coming out of the... Oh! Gets a bump from above. Grazes the side. The hood pops up. And he had her towed in. Looks like severe problems for Salmon tonight. Chrono, thank you for the raid. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Lowen. Good evening, Chrissy. Good evening, Chrono. Well, my first night back, you guys have made it a great night. Thank you all so much for being here. The rookie TJ Rogers up into second, looking through a lot of folks that moved up 2 and 3 spots. But Tim St. Jean already up 5 spots into 14th. Mike Burgess already up 4 spots into 16th. Have a great night, Lowen. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Pete. Chrono picking the 87 of Derek Schilling to pull off the win here tonight. And thank you guys all, one and all, for being here tonight. It has really made my night. You guys don't know how much. Everybody stacking back up for the restart. Jared Swain and the rookie TJ Rogers side by side. Doing pretty good, Chrissy. I do have to catch my breath from time to time now. That's a new one, but overall doing okay, all things considered. Definitely been an interesting week, that's for sure. All right, here we go. They are stacked back up. Remember, nobody came. No, I stand corrected. We did have a few drivers at the back. Ryan Warp, John Shermott's hitting pit road. Nobody else came in. Pace car is in. Jared Swain leads them down. He's in control. Green flag back in the air. And it did look like that outside line is really struggling to get going tonight. Richie, though, sends it deep into one, closing back up. Out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Rod Potgieter, Gil Guanc in 9th. Potgieter back in 10th. Gerald Thanos Poole up to 11th. Jared Swain leads that lap. He went all the way to the apron. Did the drivers get enough heat into their tires during that first lap or so to give them a little bit more rear grip, or are we still going to see drivers sliding through the turns here? Mark Nelson, Jeff Oakes side by side, Jerry Bergeron lurking right behind. Darrell Klotz lurking right behind Derek Schilling. Jared Swain just set the fastest lap so far as the rookie TJ Rogers has taken second place back from Richie Joplin. The Mark Nelson has Jerry on the high side. The high side so far, they don't seem to be able to get going quickly, but the outside line does have the momentum advantage. You can keep the engine much more wound up. Mark Nelson, though, up to 5th now. DJ the Iceman Kenner on the move. He is already up 6 spots into 9th, closing up on the back bumper of 8th place, Gil Guac. Now, I do believe that is a new paint scheme for Guac, the Geezer's Garage Paint. Did notice also Richie Joplin's awesome new paint scheme here tonight. You gotta love seeing the How to Suck at iRacing logo on the hood of the car. DJ Kenner, Gil Guac got back by, has reclaimed 8th place. DJ back to 9th. Derek Schilling, Gerald Poole on the march. Both Schilling and Poole closing the gap on the cars ahead as they battle. DJ looking back under Gil Guac. Can he get him into 1? The Iceman has a run. Gil holding his foot down on the high side out of 2. That highlight definitely can keep the power down and get it down quicker. Meanwhile, up front, Jared Swaim still in the lead. TJ Rogers in 2nd. Richie Joplin in 3rd. Jeff Oakes back up into 4th. E. Mark Nelson in 5th. Derek Schilling all last season did that from the back challenge, charged his way up, passed over 65 cars over the course of the season. Looks like he's about to pass another one. Schilling definitely not a driver you count out. The top 3 drivers, look at their lap times. Last time by, they were within, looks like 3/100ths of a second of each other. Their lap times just almost identical. Schilling under Gil Guac will take the position. He is now to 9th. DJ cleared. He is up to 8th, closing the gap on Klotz in 7th. Mark Nelson now looking underneath Jeff Oakes for 4th place. That is a battle we have seen time and time again over the last few seasons. John Shermont is on pit road. This is a bit early. It is a bit surprising to see Shermont already in. And it looks like Shermont's maybe out of the race. Shermont is out of the race, along with Jay Salmon. Richie Joplin is taking 2nd back from TJ Rogers. Mark Nelson did get by Oakes for 4th. Mark and Jeff are closing in on the top 3. And Jerry Bergeron has his hands full. Daryl Klotz, DJ Kenner, Derek Schilling, and Gerald Poole all closing in. Kevin Brenner started to make some moves back behind. Oh, we've got a wreck. No caution yet. Looked like Derek Schilling and the Iceman may have gotten together. There's the Iceman coming out of 2-0. It was Gil Guac. Got loose, got into the wall. DJ nowhere to go. Got into his bumper, and Schilling had nowhere to go. There's Schilling right behind there is the 2 bumps, and then it looked like some netcode came into play, slowed DJ down even more. Great save by Derek Schilling. They are getting a bit ruthless. Derek Schilling managed to keep his foot in it. He does have some front end damage, but is now up to 7th. Daryl Klotz in 6th. The Iceman is going to pit road for repairs. He did get the worst of that situation. Now the Iceman is out early. Hey, good evening, Kevin Gerard. Does look like Derek Schilling's front end damage has slowed him down just a little bit as Gil Guac gets back by. Daryl Klotz fortunately seems to be doing okay. Minimal damage just to the right rear where he smacked the wall and to the bumper where the Iceman got him. Back up front, Jared Swaim in the lead. Richie Joplin in second, but don't look now. The Mark Nelson, the points leader, has caught him. TJ Rogers has slipped back to 4th. Jeff Oakes in 5th. Doing okay, Kevin. Sometimes takes a minute to catch my breath. Other than that, I'm doing good. Derek Schilling has come to pit road. Looks like the damage may be worse than we thought. Looks like the engine is still running. We'll see if we can dial up his in-car camera. The engine is still running, so he's coming in 4 tires and as many repairs as they can get. Meanwhile, Mark Nelson looks underneath Richie for 2nd place. Derek Schilling still on pit road, extended pit stop here. Hey, good evening, Ryan. Thank you. Wow, thank you so much for the stars, buddy. Mark Nelson has caught the back bumper of Jared Swaim. Richie Joplin right behind. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, back behind, Tim St. Jean has been on a march. He is now up to 11th place after starting in 19th. He is powered by Tim Hortons, and apparently those are some great donuts. He is flying through the field, and looks like he is bringing Kevin Bruner with him. That damage on Daryl Klotz's car might be a problem now. The rest of the field is catching up to him. Pontgeter right behind. The leader, Mark Nelson, is in for his stop. Mark gave up 2nd place to hit pit road. We'll see Swayman not too many more laps. Now that Mark has come in, everybody around is going to have to get fresh tires soon, or he is going to go flying. Jared stays out. Richie stays out. Jeff Oaks is out. TJ Rogers is in. Gerald Poole staying out. Gil Guanc, pretty much everybody. Kevin Bruner coming in as well. Mark Nelson is back out on track with fresh tires. And if you want to see the difference in the fresh tires, watch this. Riding along with Mark Nelson as he comes up to speed out of turn 4. Several cars just dropped in across the start-finish line towards 1 and 2. Here's where those fresh tires will come into hand. He points it to the bottom and just starts shooting by cars. Gets a better run out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, shoots underneath Tim St. Jean. Whoa, close call ahead. Gil Guanc ducked in along with Kevin Bruner, Mike Burgess, Ryan Warp, Daryl Klotz, all of them coming in. Only 5 drivers have not been in yet. Jared Swaim, Richie Joplin. Jared now in, he gives up the lead. Richie Joplin stays out. Rod Podgeter, Tim St. Jean both stay out. And Warren Moore stays out. Some of these drivers look like they are trying to stretch that fuel mileage and tire wear. Richie holding on. Wow. Richie got a little squirrely coming out of the turn there. Those tires really starting to wear out. Mark Nelson coming across as Jared Swaim is on his way out. Mark will get past Swaim after pit stops. Richie Joplin still holding the lead. Podgeter and Warren Moore both in. Only Richie Joplin and Tim St. Jean remain on track and have not pitted. Tim St. Jean in second. Mark Nelson now in third. Derek Schilling had that extended stop to get the car repaired. Whoa! That is what you call loose right there. Coming off turn 4. Great save by Schilling. Holy cow, what a good save. Jared Swaim in 4th place just said, caution, caution is out. Richie Joplin and Tim St. Jean may have just outsmarted everybody. Let's see what happened a moment ago to Mike Burgess. There's Mike coming through 1 and 2. Just gets loose. Gets that outside wall, tries to pull it off, and ouch! Hard hit, body panels go flying, and the engine lets go. And that will be the end of Mike's night, unfortunately. Now Richie Joplin and Tim St. Jean will come to pit road. And they were a lap ahead of everybody. Mark Nelson, some of the drivers up front, will get back on the lead lap due to this. Most of the field should be back on the lead lap. Mark Nelson gets waved around the pace car. Did this come out at a time that is going to trap a bunch of cars a lap down? Tim St. Jean on his way out. If he can beat Richie Joplin out. No, Richie's going to beat him out and maintain the lead. Tim St. Jean comes out, holds on to second. Mark Nelson is coming in third to get fresh tires. And it looks like most of the field will be back on the lead lap after everything cycles through. But Richie Joplin and Tim St. Jean, a very distinct advantage here. Mark Nelson does make his way out to maintain third. Jared Swaim now in fourth. And it looks like the top two, we'll see how many of these drivers get waved past the pace car at 1 to green. This could get very, very interesting here in a moment. All the drivers ahead of Richie are on the tail end of the lead lap. Richie Joplin, Tim St. Jean are the leaders, but at the back of the pack, and Mark Nelson, who would normally go to the end of the longest line due to getting the lucky dog wave around, is now at the tail end of the field, but only one car between him and second place Tim St. Jean. Holy cow, folks, this is about to get really wild. They should be getting 1 to green this time by. This has definitely been a wild turn of events here tonight. Here we go. They are getting waved past the pace car. So everybody will be waved back around. They will maintain the lead lap. But Richie Joplin, Tim St. Jean, and Mark Nelson all still have a big advantage. They are up front. They have the freshest tires on track. And you know what it's time for, folks? Something this league has so few cautions, we don't get to crank it up very often, but tonight we get to crank it up big time here in Las Vegas. Everybody getting stacked up, ready to go. When the green flag flies, we're going to crank it up. We'll stop talking. You guys enjoy the noise of all this horsepower. Here they come. Richie Joplin in control. Green flag is in the air. Crank it up, everybody. Man, that's about as much fun as you can have right there. Richie Joplin in the lead. Mark Nelson has moved to second. Jared Swaim in third. Tim St. Jean still holds on to fourth. His strategy has moved him up 15 spots here tonight. TJ Rogers, the rookie, looking underneath. He wants to take fourth. Jerry Bertrand back in sixth. Gil Guac in seventh. Warren Moore has gone to pit road unexpectedly. Looks like Warren had a penalty to serve. Holy cow, Jeff Oakes trying to get back on the lead lap. Got extremely loose right behind the leader. Jeff trying to get back past Richie in case the caution comes out. Wants to put himself back on the lead lap. He is going to have to push it to get past Richie. Hey, good evening, Silent Songbird. Jared Swaim has reclaimed second place from Mark Nelson, and they both have the new boy, TJ Rogers, closing the gap. Gerald Thanos Poole is now back up in the top 10 in 8th place. Rod Poggeter side by side with Kevin Bruner. Bruner up top out of 2 is going to take the position. Ryan Warp not far behind in 11th. Jeff Oakes in 12th. Still trying to get back on the lead lap. The rookie TJ Rogers put on one heck of a charge early on in the race, but looked like he used his tires up and faded quickly. He is back in 4th place, closing the gap on the top 3. Can he manage his tires a little bit better? Meanwhile, a battle for second rather, as Mark looking to get past Jared Swaim once again. Remember, these are the top 2 in the championship. Jared Swaim really needs to win and needs Mark Nelson to have a bad night to have any shot at the championship. A podium finish for Mark could lock up his title. How are you doing tonight, Songbird? Mark Nelson back to second. Jared Swaim in third. Tim St. Jean holds on to fourth. Has managed to get back past TJ Rogers. Tim having one heck of a run tonight after starting in 19th. Blake had the speed, was making his way up through the field almost into the top 10 before that second caution came out. But the strategy was perfect. And here he is in the top 5. Jerry Bertrand sitting in 6th, but has Gil Guac all over the back bumper. Gerald Poole back in 8th with Potgieter right behind him. Bruner was battling, trying to get past Potgieter, cleared him a few laps ago, but has lost some ground back in 10th. Meanwhile, up front, Richie Joplin still has a almost 1 second lead on the leader, or on Mark Nelson. Hey, thanks, Cowboy. Have a great night, buddy. Mark Nelson starting to slowly catch the leader. Now less than 0.8 of a second back. Jared Swaim in third. Tim St. Jean is almost in striking distance of third place. Jared Swaim. TJ Rogers has drifted back in fifth. Bergeron closing the gap in sixth. Gil Gualk, Rod Potgieter, Gerald Poole, Kevin Bruner, all right there together. Unfortunately for Chrono, Derek Schilling has not been able to get back to the lead lap yet after that early incident, but he is still in the fight and up to 16th. Looks like we are about to get that battle for the lead. Jeff Oakes, the lap car, right behind Richie. Mark Nelson in second place, right behind Jeff. Mark managing to run Richie down very quickly. Both Mark and Richie got fresh tires, same lap. And looks like Pudsey paid for a ticket he is not using because he is standing up cheering. Mark has cleared the lap car of Jeff Oakes and is back on the attack. Jared Swaim in third, but Tim St. Jean about to change that. Tim right to his back bumper. TJ Rogers is in. Jerry Bergeron is in. Final stops have begun. Richie does look a little bit loose coming out of 4. Mark right on his bumper. Jared Swaim has a mirror full of Tim St. Jean. Gil Gualk is now in. Ryan Warp is in. The top two at the moment have a 3.3 second lead over this battle for third place. Gerald Thanos Poole is in. And as this race winds down, I just have to say thank you to everybody for being here tonight. It really means the world to me after the week I've had and having a heart attack on Monday. I really appreciate all you guys being here tonight. It is an awesome community we have, and I'm so grateful for everybody. And here we go, the battle for the lead. Rod Potgieter just came to pit road. Mark looked under Richie, couldn't get there. Yeah, Chrono, I'm here. I'm feeling a lot better just being here broadcasting. Mark Nelson underneath Richie for the lead. We've seen these two battle back and forth like crazy. Richie holds him off for the moment. Jared Swaim, Tim St. Jean battling for third, both of them on pit road. Did look like Swaim got off the track a little bit better and opened up a 2-second gap coming onto pit road. And Richie Joplin is coming in. Mark's coming in. Mark made the decision at the last minute. A bobble by Richie. Could that bobble on pit road be the deciding factor of this race? Jeff Oaks now scored in third. Jeff has not completed his final stop yet. Oaks is coming in. And TJ Rogers, the first one that came in, he is going to take the lead. Mark Nelson beat Richie Joplin off pit road barely. This is going to be a drag race down the backstretch. They have fresher tires than TJ by about 7 laps. Richie takes the spot. TJ Rogers out front by 6.4 seconds at the moment, as Richie and Mark come up to speed. And now Jared Swaim is back in the mix. Swaim full sends it. Jared Swaim back up into third, running down Richie Joplin, as Richie has already gained half a second on the leader, TJ Rogers. 16 laps to go. Rogers has a 5.8 second lead, but much older tires. And Mark Nelson appears to have a problem. He is losing ground. He is back to 5th. Looking to see if Mark picked up any damage or if he just got loose. TJ Rogers up front, his gap now down to 4.6 seconds. Richie in third, Swaim in fourth. Taking a look at this pass on Mark Nelson to see if we can see what the heck happened. Why did he get, was there some contact there? Jerry Bergeron managed to slip by as well. But the points leader loses 2 spots in a half a lap. That's something you don't see every day, folks. TJ Rogers is losing time very quickly. Richie 2.5 seconds back. Swaim closing in as well. Bergeron 3 seconds back, and Mark Nelson is faded. Whoa, Mark is way loose. The points leader has slipped back to 8th place. This is Swaim's opportunity. to maybe close the points gap. If they can catch TJ Rogers and if Swaim can get past Richie and pull off the win tonight, he might be able to get back in the championship fight with just 3 races to go. They are definitely zooming tonight, and Chrono, it's not a bad pick. We have seen Derek Schilling come through the field a bunch over the last few seasons. Just a rough night for the 87 car. Richie Joplin will take the lead from TJ Rogers with 10 to go. Jared Swaim, though, still lurking back in third. Jerry Bergeron in fourth, Gil Guanc in fifth. Tim St. Jean has drifted back to sixth, but is still at 13 spots from where he started. Thanos now up into seventh. St. Jean finding his way back into the top 5 as Warren Moore has gone to pit road. Hey, thank you for the sub, Chrono. Appreciate you, buddy. Now don't forget, very shortly after this race, you guys will get to see the Unicorn trucking again. And who knows when I might just drop in on camera to say hello. Jared Swaim has now moved into second place, 1.4 seconds behind Richie. Tim St. Jean is back on the attack late in the race. He is up to fourth. He is 5.9 seconds behind TJ Rogers, but last time by was over a second faster. Could Tim get back to the podium tonight? Richie Joplin out front is extending his gap over Swaim, now 1.6 seconds. Mark Nelson has slipped back into ninth place. Mark Nelson will be trucking with the Unicorn tonight, so maybe we can find out what the heck happened here late in the race. TJ Rogers pit stop. I know part of why he is fading. He took right side tires only on his stop. Looks like everybody else took 4 tires and fuel. Tim St. Jean just 5 seconds back, but only 5 laps to go. Richie Joplin's lead now over 2.2 seconds. Hey, William, thank you so much, buddy. Great to see you. St. Jean still closing the gap on TJ. Swaim losing ground. Richie might have this one locked up, 4 to go. Jerry Bergeron still holds 5th. Gil Guanc in 6th, but Thanos right on Guanc's bumper in 7th. Rod Potgieter in 8th, and the Mark Nelson back in 9th. But Kevin Bruner is closing in on Mark. What has happened to the points leader on this final run of the night? With 3 more races to go this season, this could shake up the championship in a big, big way. Mark will not get any bonus points tonight either. He did not qualify on the pole, did not lead a lap tonight. And here we go. White flag is in the air one more time around. Richie's first race back. It looks like he is going to victory lane at Vegas. He's been away from racing for several weeks. We have missed seeing him on track, and he comes back to remind us why he is a fan favorite. Out of turn 4, back in victory lane, Richie Joplin wins at Vegas. Jared Swaim comes home in second, a huge points night for him. The rookie TJ Rogers finishes in third. And what a charge late in the race by Tim St. Jean. Comes home in fourth, picks up 15 spots. And the points leader, Mark Nelson, drops to 10th after his final stop. And time to talk to a driver. Looks like the only driver available right now is our winner, Richie Joplin. Richie, you've been away for a couple of weeks. You come home and you get the win.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that because we've got some stiff competition. You got Jared, you got TJ, you got Mark. I mean, all the guys in here. Any of the guys in here can win, you know. And I just... I've been away. I've got everything. I just finally got all my controls right, and then I forgot to put my push to talk right. So I talked to all the guys. So, and they was thanking me, and I didn't get a chance to say thank you back. You know, I just enjoy racing with these guys.
Well, man, you put on one heck of a show tonight, and great to see you back as always. Great to see you back in victory lane, buddy.
Thank you, Doug, and Doug, thank you for being out here streaming. I'm glad you're okay, buddy.
I appreciate it.
It would be bad news for me if I heard anything happen to you, man. I really appreciate you streaming and doing everything for us, man. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Richie Joplin back in victory lane, folks. Don't forget, come back here just in a few minutes. And we will have some trucking for you from the Unicorn. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. It meant the world to me. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time. Have a great night, everyone.